Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It's time to begin our planning commission for this month. Our first item, as always, will be the invocation led by Commissioner Gerba and the flag salute led by Commissioner Davis. Please stand.
Heavenly Father, we ask you for your wisdom in helping us make decisions based on the best needs of this community and its people. We also ask that you keep our citizens safe and get us through the rest of this heavy weather season and through the rest of the summer. Thank you. Amen.
Amen. Address flag. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Roll call, please, Kathy.
Chairman Taylor,
Here.
Commissioner Davis,
Present.
Commissioner Hatley, Commissioner Baker,
Here.
Commissioner Gerba.
Here.
Item 1 is the approval of the minutes of the May 8th meeting. All of you have those in your packet. Is there any corrections or additions, or do we have a motion?
Mr. Chair, I move that we accept the minutes as posted.
Second. We have a motion and a second. Anybody have any comments or questions? Call the roll, please.
Commissioner Gerba,
Yes.
Commissioner Baker,
Yes.
Commissioner Davis,
Yes.
Chairman Taylor.
Yes. Item 2 is the visitors section. If there's anyone here that's would like to address the commission about a non-agenda item, please step forward and do it at this time. Seeing none, we will proceed. Item 3, to hear a request from Green Lantern Car Wash, LLC, for a curb cut located at 12200 Northwest 10th Street, Yukon, Oklahoma. Is there someone here on that item?
Yes, good evening. Mason Schwartz on behalf of the applicant, 522 Colcord Drive. Have Mr. Don Booz with us here today. He's Director of Real Estate and Development for Blue Beacon International, and Gene Crabtree, who is with the engineering firm designed this project. This is a curb cut application. It is situated on Northwest 10th Street and Check Hall Road. The property is actually a part of Oklahoma City, but Yukon owns the right-of-way all the way to the south curb. So what the applicant proposes is a pretty straightforward curb cut, which lines up directly with the Homeland curb cut that's already across from it. If there are any questions, we'd be happy to ask them. I'm not sure if you guys have seen all the materials and whatnot.
So the curb cut does line up right with the
Correct.
Homeland.
Yes.
Okay.
And it'll be a left or right turn?
It will be left or right turn. And if you want, why don't we bring Don up here and let it expand a little bit on exactly what's going on with it.
Yes, my name is Don Booz, with the Director of Real Estate, Blue Beacon International, 500 Graves Boulevard, Salina, Kansas. Yes, there is it's a 3-lane, two out, one right turn, one left turn, and 1 lane in. We're utilizing the entire 3.2 acre parcel. It's a full service car wash. This will be our second in the Oklahoma City area. We're headquartered in Salina, Kansas currently. We have other full service washes in St. Louis, Kansas City, and Wichita. Green Lantern is a subsidiary of Blue Beacon International. Blue Beacon's the world's largest truck wash company in 39 states and Canada. We have 2 here in the Oklahoma City area, but this facility is cars and pickup trucks only.
Is it a drive-through situation where there will be a building and you drive through to get your car washed?
Yes, it's a tunnel. Our tunnel is state-of-the-art, 183 feet long.
Where's the other one?
It's going to be in more acres.
Oh, it's at 10th and,
Well, we just got approval about 10 days ago.
okay, let's see, let them go.
Yeah, that one was about a month ahead of this one in approvals.
Well, just to clarify, it is 10th Street LLC is the name of the...
That is the seller of the property,
Okay.
who was the applicant, and we are acquiring it.
Thanks.
Pretty straightforward, Commissioners. Do you have any other questions, or do you have a motion? Okay, go ahead.
In the case of the request by 10th Street LLC to install a new curb cut at 12200 Northwest 10th Street, we have read the staff report and received testimony at the public hearing. We find ourselves in agreement with staff findings, including all plans and attachments cited in the staff report. I move this item be approved.
We have a second?
Second.
A motion and a second. Any further discussion? Anybody in the audience have anything they want to say? Call the roll, please, Kathy.
Chairman Taylor,
Yes.
Commissioner Davis,
Yes.
Commissioner Baker,
Yes.
Commissioner Gerba.
Yes.
Thank you, gentlemen, for coming tonight.
Thank you.
Item 4 is to hear a request by Colette Properties, Inc. on behalf of Zaxby's Restaurant for a final plat located at Lot 1, Block 1, West End Point, Yukon, Oklahoma, better known as 1603 Garth Brooks Avenue, Yukon, Oklahoma. Someone here on that item.
Hi, I'm Chris Tripp. I'm with Dotson Thompson Mansfield on behalf of Colette Properties. I believe we're just here to look at the recommendations from the city. They had 3 comments, basically, items 4, 6, and 7 in the report, and we're all good with those comments, and we'll make the changes to the final plat.
Okay, now this location is actually the lot right next door to the Mexican place in front of Lowe's. Is that
Yes.
correct?
It's in front of the Lowe's, that's correct.
It's between Bueno and Johnny's.
I believe that's right, yes.
No, it's Jimmy's Eggs.
Jimmy's Egg.
Jimmy's Egg,
Jimmy's
yeah.
Egg, yeah. Jimmy's Egg. Now, the yellow square that's on the proposed property, is that the building and the parking will fit in there, or is that the building only?
The yellow square.
That's on our staff report information, yes. That yellow spot is exactly where the building and parking lot will reside.
So that's parking and building?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
He actually has a site plan in there too as well.
So that, will there be a drive-through in this or not?
I'm not familiar with the overall site design, other than I believe there will be one, but to be honest, I don't know.
Yes, in their concept, they're showing a drive-through as well, similar to what Taco Bueno's layout is.
So there's enough room for them to do
Yes.
around there.
Yes.
And they're gonna use the Lowe's parking lot for parking, or will they have their own?
They'll have their own. They'll have a cross-access agreement with the Lowe's to go across the property to get to it, just like Taco Bueno does.
Okay.
Because on Saturday morning, where that building's going is full of cars.
Yes.
All right. Does anybody have any questions for this gentleman?
No.
Someone care to read the draft motion?
I'll do it.
Okay.
In the case of the application for a final plat for Zaxby's Yukon addition submitted by Dodson Thompson Mayfield on behalf of Colette Properties Incorporated, we have read the staff report and received testimony at the public hearing. We find ourselves in agreement with all plans and attachment sites in the staff report. I move this item be recommended for approval with the following conditions. All staff requested revisions noted in the staff report, items 4, 6, and 7 shall be incorporated into the plat design prior to transmission of final plat to city council. Transmittal.
So, I thought, Did these revisions just come up, or they should have been already handled by now?
It's my understanding that they have already incorporated them into a revised plat, which we will be able to review in plenty of time prior to. They're minor notation plats. It's nothing that changes the actual function of the plat itself.
Excuse me.
Okay. Well, that's one of my pet peeves, is when they come to the planning commission, if we're just gonna bypass the planning commission, go right to the city council, why have us up here? You understand what I'm saying? But if you say that they're minor and it's already been taken care of, I'll let it go. That's just nothing to do with you, sir, but it's
Nope,
just,
understand.
if,
They have been, we have already addressed them and put them, the revisions on the plat. I'd have brought a copy if I'd have known that I needed to, so, but they have been done.
okay. Okay, do we have a motion, do we have a second? We've got all that, so call the roll, Kathy.
Who was the second?
Second.
Okay. Chairman Taylor?
Yes?
Commissioner Davis?
Yes.
Commissioner Baker?
Yes.
Commissioner Gerba?
Yes.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
What did I do with my agenda?
Item 5, 6, and 7 have been requested by the applicant to be tabled until the next meeting on July the 10th. Do I need to vote on that, Mr. Attorney? or-
I would, just so the record's complete.
I make the motion, we table 5, 6, and 7.
I think we need to read.
Okay, we have it on the draft motion. It says that we should continue this item. So, can you change your motion, or can you read that, and we'll just do that?
Okay.
Go ahead.
In the case of the application
Yeah.
for a rezoning
Read that.
submitted by Wallace Engineering on behalf of Spanish Cove Residential Community, based on the number of requested revisions to the proposed PUD document, I move that this item be continued to the July Planning Commission hearing in order for revisions to be submitted to staff for further review.
Now, is there a second on that?
I'll second that.
All right, thank you. Any other comments or questions? Call the roll, please, Kathy.
Chairman Taylor?
Yes.
Commissioner Davis?
Yes.
Commissioner Baker?
Yes.
Commissioner Gerba?
Yes.
Okay, that completes our meeting for this month. Is there any of the commissioners have, do we have any new business, Mitchell?
No, Mr. Chairman, we have no new business.
Okay, any open discussion? Anybody got anything they want to talk about?
I think tomorrow night in this chamber, we have a meeting about the new I-40 exit at Frisco Road. Is that correct?
That's correct.
And the time for that?
If I remember right, it's at 6.
Okay, 6 o'clock.
Public meeting, folks, at 6 o'clock. If we're holding it, if you want to take part, this is the time to do it. Public hearing. Who's holding it? Anybody else? Mr. Attorney, or
I have nothing, thank you.
Cindy, you don't have anything else? Okay, then our next meeting is July the 10th, and until then, this meeting's adjourned.